Okay. Oh, now it's connected. Okay, cool. I'm debating whether I should draw this one again and like try and improve it. I feel like maybe that would help. I don't really know. We'll see, I guess. Right, where are we over here? Stream. Where's my stream? There, my stream. Okay, cool. I think I saved one of these. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to draw it again. I think I'm going to draw it again. Hello, chat. I'm gonna try drawing this one like quickly and then move on to a different one, I think. Trying like not to look at that one too much either. Did I open my other thing? I don't know if I want to sketch on the other one a little bit. Let me see. I think I'm kind of quiet again, too. Yeah, I look kind of quiet. Let's open this one as well. I still think I'm drawing that tower a little bit kind of skinny, but... Oh no, I'm at the right volume. Okay, no, never mind. It's all good. I'm gonna open this one and maybe poke at it a little bit later. I would like to. Try a lining one if I can If I can put together one that I like, I'd like to try lining something. I plunked that in the wrong place, look. Is this one looking better? It's like very slightly. I'm kind of getting that angle a little bit. Carisbrooke Castle in the Isle of Wight. Is that where it is? Did you go and find it? Hello, Blyle. How are we doing? Yes. Nice. Welcome to the stream, also. It looks very cool. Oh, hi Vince. Welcome to the stream. How we doing? I'm gonna try not to spend too long on this either. I think that this like front one I'm not making big enough. I'm noticing. I'm getting the angle a little bit better, like redrawing it, but like that front piece. This one's improving, but it's still there's some bits I'm missing. I might just leave this one loose because I only really wanted to go back over that perspective and see if I can catch it a little bit better. Where that's kind of bothering me in a lot of them, actually. What are you doing, chat? What are you up to? What are we drawing? There we go. I kind of want to be able to just like scribble like that and put a few marks in where that is. Right. I'm not getting it with that yet, but we'll work on it. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. Drawing, that's right. How we doing? Okay, let me do like a loose wash on it just to kind of bring it in line with the rest of these, and then we'll, I think, get a new sheet. Just keep it a little bit more consistent with the rest of them. That's fine. The other one's like too nibbly. I feel like the brush size is too big. On some of these, I'm trying to like control it as I'm drawing, but I don't know if that's working. Let's see what other ones we have. I have the same one at a different angle, which is going to be annoying, but that's the point. Let me think. Do I want to do that one like straight away, or do I want to look at a... I might draw this one. Okay. Right, I need to like... Oop. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Okay. Okay, round over. Okay. Okay, so that wants to like roll in the corners and roll over here. Oh yeah. What do I know? I think I've got Artlene pretty bad. Okay, this bit's just like open and then there's the bridge. Didn't know you streamed. I used to binge CSP tutorials on YouTube a long time ago. I do stream. Hello. Welcome. I can't remember which clip tutorials I made like a long time ago anymore. But welcome. How we doing? How did you find me? Actually, that's a question I forget to ask. I don't think I've angled those enough. They look kind of wonky. A bit more like extreme. Don't flip it. Don't flip the canvas. Do not flip the canvas. There's no need. I'm not keeping it my perspective very well. Scrolling on the digital art tabs? Oh, interesting. I make a lot of, or I have made a lot of tutorials on Patreon now. I sort of switched over to just making them paid things on Patreon. I was thinking I could get back into it if I get a new computer, because this one's getting a bit too slow to do any like decent editing of videos on it, but I'm not sure about that. But I do have a lot on there. I've been doing like art lessons as well with someone. Actually, that's really fun. Pulled that a little bit too close over there, haven't I? And that's too tall as well. See it? Oh, this is not that one's not tall enough, actually. That's what it is. That piece. Yeah, I'm making a lot of things like too wide where they should be skinnier, so I'm just like not foreshortening sort of the front planes of things. Enough, I think, is what's bothering me. I don't know if I want to do too much to this one. Okay, that's kind of better. I don't know how much I actually want to like pick at this. Actually, like these are kind of too low. I can see. I don't know. Let's have a go. There we go. Doop, doop, doop. Christy. Okay. I think that's probably fine. I don't think I'm gonna mess with like little nibbly bits too much just to sort of save time and do more. I want to have like less trouble with blackening the perspective as well, because if I can do that, then it's cake. Okay. Oh. Ah, that's probably fine. Let me zoom out. Yeah. So long as I'm getting the idea of it, it's okay. Could do with more line weight and stuff, but I'm not gonna linger on it. I'll go with a crusty one. Okay, what we got here? freehanded straight line drawing is kind of crazy. I try my best. I'm trying to do a lot more... Who was I watching? I was watching someone draw where they were like, stop drawing so fast. You gotta like ghost the line a few times and then draw it. But I do notice I have a lot of... I've got like art lean, so if I try and do... If I do like a vertical line, I guess it's kind of close, but see how it like veers off slightly to this side? So the gap is like skinnier. You can't see me pointing, can you? It's like skinnier at the top, and then it widens out at the bottom. There's like a little bit of art lean off to the side that annoys me. And I know it's really, really subtle, but I can see it. I can see it, and it drives me insane. Because once you apply that to like the whole thing, I think that's why this sort of bottom section went a bit weird, but I'm trying to train it. Oh, you can see my pointer? I forget which one was I on. On some tools it doesn't show the pointer for some reason. I know it does with the pen, but some of the other stuff it doesn't pick it up. On OBS for some reason. But yeah, try. Trying to get more used to... Well, I'm doing a lot of crunchy ones like this too, but I'm trying to get used to backgrounds more. I've got a comic that I would like to make. I'm not really done writing. I guess I'm working on like Skelby for now, but I've got another one I'd like to do once I'm done with Skelby. I don't know how long exactly I want Skelby to be either, but we'll find out as I go, I think. I'm just gonna let it progress at its own pace and try not to think about it too much. On your vacuuming training art? Vacuuming? Yeah, blasting. Okay, I don't like this one. I don't particularly like hatching things either. I'm trying to see if it will work, but I don't think it's really going, is it? On some of these I'm trying to like loosen up, but on other ones I'm trying to make them a bit more like definite. I don't like that one. Let's move to a different one because I think I'm just picking at this point. Okay, this one I've got at a few different angles, I know. Anything where it gets like closer, I keep messing up. When I draw my own stuff, I always make the The angle is like crazy. But I seem to have trouble catching it when it's like in a reference for some reason. Okay, let's move over here. Niche reference Backman is a manga anime about manga artist's journey to make a hit manga. Pretty goated. Oh, I think I have heard of that actually. I'd heard the name, but I couldn't think of what it was. I have not read it though. Oh, watched. Okay, see, I'm making that too wide as well. I keep making the sides too wide. That's bothering me as well. Ooh. I picked this one because I've got it in a lot of different angles as well. I've got like extra references of it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. I hate drawing these angles. When I don't want to flip the canvas. I should be able to draw it. It's fine. I don't want to flip the canvas. I make this a little bit wider because it looks kind of small. Okay. Okay, what else was I looking at? Like this bit down here with the little steps. And then the steps behind there. Getting it like a little bit better. I feel like I'm not getting it wide enough occasionally. I either go like too wide or not wide enough with some of these. Then I'm gonna like finish this bit yet, actually. And the roof's a little bit tall, but that's okay. I'm trying to like compare and like measure things, but it's not easy. Okay, how does this split up? As like a middle band? Yeah. Okay, have I not left enough room for that window? Kind of looks like I didn't. Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to just like drag that down slightly. Full panel or something? Little more adventurous? Might be wrong, but you're practicing for your next comic, right? Yeah, hang on. I've got a link to the current one that I'm doing. There we go. That's the current one I'm working on, but no, I want to do something a bit more elaborate. I still want to keep it quite short. My idea is sort of something that spans over about like a year, so I can keep it kind of compact and there's like a definite timeline for things to happen in. And it'll be a bit more story focused, I'm hoping, because, well, Skelby kind of does that, but not really. It's more just like a bunch of silly stuff. And I'm kind of trying to do a little bit of story things, because, like, what is the Skelby? We'll find out at some point. Hello, Kilgwen, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm, like, really zoning out drawing also, so I'm quiet. How's it going? Not bad, thank you. How are we doing? Oops. Day off woodworking? Ooh. What are you making? That's cool. Dwarven journal table? Ooh. That's funky. Wait, is it like a full-size table? That's really cool. Smaller table. That's neat. Like a writing desk? Is it? Making it from wooden chunks for fire? Oh. Like, What would be thrown on the fire? You mean? If you weren't making something with it? What am I missing over here? A few more bits. I think I watched you do human anatomy drawings like a year ago. Bought a new iPad last year to do digital art, but I've been procrastinating for an entire year. Finally a place to start, so I'm glad to have seen you again. I think I first watched you on YouTube. Ah, welcome to the stream. You're the second person to show up and say something similar today. That's cool. Where was I drawing anatomy stuff? I really like anatomy. Birch logs, can't burn them all, they're gonna rot if I wouldn't do something with them. Nice. Is it here near you? Wait, is what near me? Oh, the hunker, I see you. I see you, hang on. We're redeeming the hunks. Let me just muffle it a bit, because it's gonna be really fucking loud again. That's too muffled, hang on. I'm just gonna deafen you all, it's fine. There you go. Since you redeemed a hunk. YouTube, I think? You're drawing anatomy from a bunch of different poses. Ah. Was it a stream or video stuff? I'm interested in what I was doing. I can't remember what I would have been doing a year ago. How wonder. Worth the 9K, yeah. Whee. On stream, ah. Nice. I've been doing, someone asked me for like art lessons, which I've been doing with them, and it's very fun. We're doing it later actually, I need to keep an eye on the time. Made me think of that, what you're talking about, using an iPad, because they are also on a little iPad drawing. We're going to be talking about stuff in Magma later, like drawing together. But I'm having a lot of fun with that. been procrastinating for so long because I've been overwhelmed where to start, so I just put it off about 14 months. Just came to the realization of just do and just try. Just need to practice. It won't be perfect from day one, yeah. What I try and think about is oh, what is it? I was thinking about this like last night where I can't catch the thought now. It'll come to me in a minute. I'm not sure how to explain what I was going to say. I'll loop back around to that later. I guess maybe like any discomfort of it you don't remember in the long term, right? You look back at what you've drawn and you're just like, oh, that's cool, I remember drawing that, but you don't remember the like discomfort of it. You're just like, oh yeah, that's a thing that I did. I think I say that about food too. Like, so you know when you cook something like really bad and you've got like a whole batch of it that you've got to eat? And you're just like, oh no, I've cooked all this and I've made a horrible mess of it, but I've got to eat it now to get rid of it so I don't waste the food. And it's like, oh geez, you know, you could like throw it in the bin or something, but you can eat it and then you'll be like fine. You'll be like fine and fed later on and you won't need to eat for a while. And you won't remember how bad it tasted. Like maybe you will, but it won't be as like potent in your brain as it is when you're actively sitting there and eating it. I guess. I don't know if that's a bad example of what I'm trying to say, but you don't remember that stuff in the long term. You know? I was gonna say for like bad things that happen, but you know, making yourself draw stuff isn't gonna traumatize you. Basically, you'll only have like the good memories of it later, even if it's a bit of a struggle. You'll be like, oh yeah, that was cool. I remember doing that. That was fun. That was a fun time. Look at what I did. I do that with my sketchbook like all the time. I need to use my sketchbook more. I guess this is my kind of equivalent to sketchbook stuff. But it's cool to go through it and be like temporally distant enough from it that I can just be like, oh yeah, that was fun. That was fun. That was a good time. I remember drawing that. I remember, you know, I've got like the memory of drawing it and also the memory of what was going on while I was drawing it. Like it's an easy way to link to things. Like there's certain things that have happened in life. I guess like milestones or whatever, but it's a lot easier for me to remember like what time something was if I know what I was drawing at that time. Like if I can see what I was drawing, I can link into like a bunch of other stuff and it's kind of cool. Otherwise, I'm just kind of like floaty. If I can kind of measure it against art stuff that I've done, it gives me some kind of measurement that is my own as well. I'm getting like off on a completely different tangent now, but that's something I find cool about it. So if I don't feel like drawing or I'm being a bit of a weenie, scaredy weenie about it, I'm just like, yeah, but you know, you won't remember. You won't remember being a scaredy weenie if you just start. The only way you're not going to be a scaredy weenie about it is to keep drawing. Hang on, let me zoom up a bit. Zoom up a bit, scroll. Get what you mean? I think what overwhelmed me the most is I want human-ish stuff, but stylized. Everyone says to learn basic human anatomy first before I style it. I think you should just draw what you want, and then if you start enjoying it, you'll get to the point that you want to study. That's usually my advice on it, because if you go straight into studying, you might get like super bored with it. I think what... oh no, I read that one. Using Procreate, overwhelmed by all the brushes. Just pick one brush and stick with it, because you're going to struggle like whichever brush you choose. But if you just pick one and stick with it, you'll also get over that and learn to work with the brush, if that makes sense. So, you know, as long as it's not something silly. Like, I've seen people just use the airbrush like this and shrink it down a whole bunch and use that as like a sketching thing. Like, use whatever. It's not really that important as long as you're not, you know, doing something like this where it's super loose, I guess. Or you can, well, you can do that too. You can do that too, but like the bigger the line, the more difficult it's going to be, or the more you can like dodge stuff. If you got a really thin line, you have to like commit to where you put the line. Great thought process to have. Thank you for that. No problem. That's what's helped me. It's nice to have something to keep, you know, for the time. For the time that you spend, it's nice to be like, oh yeah, look, that's a thing that I did, because I don't remember working on a whole lot of my comic, right? I know I've spent a lot of time making my comic pages and putting things together and lettering them, and I know that I've had a fight with them from time to time, but I also don't remember that now. I can just go back and like enjoy them. I think that's a big part of, like, if you ever draw stuff and you hate it at the time, but you come back to it like a few years later and you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I don't hate it as much as I used to. I think it's that distance that causes that, where you can start to appreciate it. I think in the future I'll look back on the practice and process and be happy I went through it all to get to the improvement. I'll have it in, for example, a year or two, yeah. That's it. You gotta... I was listening to something where someone was talking about... how did they word it? Hope is when you're standing in the present and looking towards the future, and hopelessness is when you're looking to the future and, oh, you're standing in the future and looking at the present because you're like thinking everything is predetermined and you're like doomed, and you're looking at yourself like, oh, you're about to go through some bullshit and it stresses you out. I should stop poking at this now. I've been poking at this one for a while, haven't I? Actually, no, it's probably the same time as the other ones, but I should stop. I should stop poking. It's fine. I've made it too tall. I know I keep doing a thing where I'm trying to make the planes like more visible by making them bigger and flatter, and it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Stress is stressful. Hang on. Also, let me see. I've got a lot more tutorials on Patreon. Also, I've got a lot more kind of in-depth ones in there, if you're interested. And like I say, I've been doing like art lesson stuff with someone, so I'm open to that kind of thing too. I did not do like a wash across like here. Only using the G pen, different sizes and opacities. Always got choice paralysis. Yeah, I'm the same. I just used the G pen for ages because it took me a while to get used to it, and then I was just like fine with it. I'm trying to use some looser, sketchy brushes. You know what I have been doing with these actually is like duplicating them so they look a little bit like clearer, because they get very, very washy with them. What else do we have? I need more of a gap there, I think. Okay, let's get rid of this one. You can also do the thing of like, I'm just gonna spend this long drawing stuff every day. You can like quantify it and just get shit done that way. Especially if you're just starting out, that helps a lot. Like, I'm gonna fill this many pages, or I'm gonna spend this long drawing stuff a day, and like, it doesn't matter what you draw. Get rid of the perfectionist mindset. It's in my head. I feel like I need to study anatomy and color theory and find my art style and a brush I like all in one go. Maybe just do what I enjoy first and then study later. So I think that'll be the better process. Yeah, my way of looking at it is, I need to make a video of it really, because I think about it in tiers where it's like, okay, you just draw what you want. Because then, if you don't know what you want to draw, like, why would you bother learning, like, anatomy, like, perspective, like, all these, like, technical things that you need to, like, achieve the bottom thing? Like, why even bother if you don't have that base to put it on, right? And also, if you're just drawing the stuff you draw, you're gonna look at what you've drawn and start to think, okay, this thing looks funny, and it'll give you, you'll like get the directions from yourself on what to investigate in terms of like improving what you need to improve, right? So instead of just going down a rabbit hole that's really vague of like, I need to study this, I need to study that so I can get good, you're not actually getting any like feedback from the things that you want to draw, right? So you're not getting the direction. If you just draw, it'll point you in the right direction, basically. It will, the problems will present themselves, and then if they annoy you enough, that will give you the motivation to continue and like put the effort into studying. That's the way I always looked at it, because I guess I was always doing like skill acquisition basically for doing commissions and stuff. And I was like, by the time I get to figure out what I want to draw, I guess I was already like sort of drawing what I wanted to draw because I thought it was fun. But I guess by the time I have a project that I know I want to do, that's my own thing, I'll have some more skills. But I guess those things don't always align. So now I'm doing a lot of studies like this so that I will be better at backgrounds. Run towards whatever you don't like drawing. That's what I do. Oh yeah. That's a good one as well. Whatever's like scaring you, you should just run towards. Also, hello goblin. Advanced is like 90% hardcore focus study. Early art game improvement is 80% drawing what you want for fun, 20% focus study. Know exactly what I want to draw, I just want it to be perfect from day one, which it obviously won't. It's the practice and process of it I need to get my head around, yeah. I can relate to that. It's kind of dumb, but what I used to like envy is when people would make really silly like fandom stuff that was obviously like a 10-minute sketch. And they just like didn't care about the quality of it, because I had the same kind of problem, so I tried to lean into that a little bit more. I'm doing the same thing again, aren't I? Well, that's a bit too thingy. You want to talk about fried eggs? You can talk about fried eggs. Go for it. I want to hear about fried eggs. I had one yesterday. I had bacon and fried egg on a sandwich, and it was really nice. It was really good, and there's more bacon in the fridge that I'm going to eat later. I do need to keep an eye on the time, chat. I've got 45 minutes. I've got 45 minutes before I've got to go. Have you ever heard about a garlic chive fried eggs? No. Are people doing that? That sounds good. I don't know if I've done that. I put chives on things sometimes because we've got them in the garden. Japanese street food vendor, and he made eggs, which I tried to make today. I didn't execute it perfectly, but it was still good. Really good when I don't botch it. No, if there's like a specific way of doing it, I'm interested. I would like to hear about the fried eggs. So good. Garlic chives and spring onions, fry those first, then put the eggs on top of them. Oh, you know what? I have done that, actually. Yeah, I usually do that with, like, the little onions. Little onion. Little onions and chives. I'm gonna do stuff later in Patreon stream, also, if anyone wants to hang out, since it is Friday. Since it is Friday night. We will hang out and chat shit in the Discord. A bed of chopped chives or chopped green bits of spring onions, a bit of garlic if you do it with spring onions. See, I've made that too thingy, it should be like further out. I might have to start doing the thing I was doing with figure drawing where you like overlay the image. Oh yeah, I'm making like this side too. Squishy, I see it. I see it. Let me restart. I made a terrible mess. I'm doing a bad job. Doing a bad job. I'm trying to look at it over on OBS occasionally as well, to try and help. I think all my garlic chives have died off for the year now. I'll have to check in the garden. I need to get more peppermint tea, actually. I'm going shopping later, so I'll have to get some. Gonna make a big old cheese omelette. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds really nice. I want an omelette. There's a bunch of eggs sat in the fridge. Maybe I should make one. Maybe I should make one. I keep ignoring them for no reason. Oops, hang on. Let me sit up. I'm getting uncomfy. There we go. I feel like I need to go back to making videos because I feel kind of like I'm missing something. Let me go and get a hair bubble, chat. I'll be back in a second. I'm not going far. Hang on. Wow. I don't know where I put them. Here they are. I feel kind of dumb not doing talky art videos. It's just my computer is too slow, so I'm gonna have to like get a new one to be able to do that. A lot of free eggs from my home delivery place. They let me pick one of the things I usually order to get a few extra packs for free. Oh my god, that's cool. I want chickens so that I can get more eggs. I'd like to eat more eggs. I think what I've been eating I've been eating like toast and that moussaka that I made and put in the freezer. That was quite nice. Needed more cheese in it, but more cheese in the sauce. I've made this front bit like too small, haven't I? Unless I like donkey this a little bit. Yum, yum, yum. Me too. Hello. Welcome to the stream. YouTube omelets. It's my mate omelette. Oh my god, I can't remember the name of that now. I can't remember the name of that show. The guy and his mate, Omelette. I can't remember the name of the comedian. He had a bit where he was playing like a chav. Lee Something's Well Good Show was what it was called. I can't remember the name. Hang on, let's get in the middle. Draw a box. Draw a box, chat. Infinite box drawing. I'm trying to get better at these arches too, because I sort of even them out a little bit more. What is a chav? I hear UK peeps say that, but I don't know what it means. Oh my god, have you heard the term roadman? I guess that's kind of close. Fam call them scrotes. I don't know if I can think of how to describe it without just using like synonyms. Ne'er-do-wells, yuppies, oh my god, what did my cousin say they were called in Scotland? Was it Neds? Maybe, I think. Wrong'uns, I guess, but I don't know, wrong'uns is a little bit more wide-reaching than just chavs. It's your version of the Mar-a-Lago types? What are Mar-a-Lago types? I've not heard that. Let me think. Like, wears tracksuits, lives on a council estate, day drinking, I guess. Lee Nelson, that was it. Lee Nelson's a well good show, innit? Botox-faced troublemakers? No, I don't think they'd have Botox. They do have the whole scraped back hair, usually though. Scraped back hair. Yeah, Vicky Pollard types, you know? Basically. That is the wall. That's the wall from the other one. Okay. Yeah, that should be like way further in. Let's see. I'm still making that like too wide, but I'm gonna leave it. I'll bully myself about it later. Yeah, Mar-a-Lago is like posh, right? Because chavs are just, yeah, basically like rednecks, like, I guess. Yeah, but I feel like if you're a redneck, you're more likely to have a job. Should I not be judging this book by its cover? Yes. If I talk with my proper accent like this, I do sound like a chav. if I talk like that and I go into like a fancy shop, people start following me around because there's assumptions to be made. I try and speak a little bit more understandably when I stream, but I don't sound like that usually. But I would say I sound like a chav. If that's any help. Boop, 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 boop. Da-da, da-da, da-da. Let me see why that just went buzz buzz. I need to set up a Aggie as well. What's that? The email. It's fun and settling up at your store, people, though. It kind of is. It's a little bit funny. Let me just, I got an email, apparently. Let me check that. Where is it? Here. Is this fine? Oh, okay. No, that's fine. It's nothing I need to look at. That's fine. The last time I went out into the city, actually, with friendos. I always just go out in my boots that I go like tromping through the woods in, so they're always a little bit mucky. But I need to not flip the canvas. Do not flip the canvas. It's bad habit. Bad habit. I should be able to just draw things. Get used to it. They were like, "Oh, let's go in this shop," and I don't really go in any of the fancy shops, but it was like a really nice one, and I was like very conscious of myself wearing my like muddy boots, walking around in the shop. I was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna like see me and kick me out." They didn't, but I was like, I need to put on the posh voice so that they don't so they don't just see me and try to like drag me out of the shop. I went for a wander in the woods yesterday, actually, and it was very nice. It was all like hazy and misty and really creepy. It was cool. What time is it now? 1:30. Younger, I had really long hair and only wore like Megadeth shirts and jeans. Kind of still do without the hair. Had a few instances of nervous store workers at certain places, yeah. Switch to my total obnoxious posh inner self when I needed to after a bit of being followed or observed. That's very funny. Then they pretend they were just there to help in case I needed something. I kind of want to go back to wearing just jeans and band t-shirts a little bit. I've been getting really into like 70s looking fashion. Oh my god, I got a pair of like, I haven't got them yet, but I ordered a pair of like wooden shoes. You know the 70s ones? Where they're like, they got like the studs. Got like the studs on the leather and shit like that, and it's just like, it's like a big old wooden clog like that, like platforms. I'm obsessed. I think they look really cool. I need them so I can clump. You know? I needed some nice shoes that were not the muddy boots. Like summer shoes. Recontextualize the long hair and really give them something to worry about. I think a bunch of people in my fam have had really long hair like that, actually. I've been keeping mine shorter lately, but I kind of want to grow it out crazy long again. Just gets to be a pain in the butt to wash after a while, but I miss having it like really, really long. That and like the weather now is just horrible. It's nice to keep warm in the winter, but once the summer hits, it's awful. If I was still young, we could have had a Rapunzel off. Yeah. I think I had it really long when I was a kid. As well. There's a lady in the shop the other day that was saying she liked my I Fight Dragon shirt as well, and she had like really cool spiky like emo hair. Like how I used to spike mine out. I would still kind of like to dress more emo-ish, but I feel like the brown hair does not work so well with emo outfits. So I leaned more into the hippie look instead. Went all the way down to my bottom. Warm bum. Don't know how I tolerated it for so long in the heat. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's like hot out there, right? But same here. I used to like sit on it accidentally. That was really annoying. Am I doing a little bit better on this one? Still kind of wide, isn't it? I think I keep widening it to show more, but it's making it look worse. Making it look worse. Bold and friends don't know why I chopped it off. Oh, you not bolding? I'm really hoping my hair just turns like completely white also, because I think that looks really cool. I'm hoping that it does. Once I get older. It's been turning white for like years though. I sort of had the realization, because I've got that thing where you pull your hair out. Not badly, but I do that occasionally. And I realized, oh, maybe that's why it's maybe that's why it started graying so early, because I think that like happens to other people when they have the same thing. I thought that was kind of interesting though, but I may have inflicted that one on myself. Doing the corners like that's a little bit better when there's like chunky blocks that you can use. I'm not getting too worried about these being like perfect either. Oh, there's a bit more. See a bit more of the structure in there actually with that corner. Oh my god, you know what? You know when I was talking to Ambi and I said she called Linkin Park dad rock? No, Ambi called them oldies. She like that oldies now. I was talking to someone else and they were like, yeah, Linkin Park is oldies, dad rock even. Which is, I don't know if that's more offensive. I don't know which one's worse. They're both bad. Both bad. Like, no, stop it. This is a nightmare because if you like block one in and it's a little bit fucking wonky, it's throws all the perspective off. Classical music now. I'm gonna love that. Everything I grew up with is considered classic or retro. Linkin Park's first 3 albums are still so good. They are. I was listening to them again, like, recently. The Xbox 360 is considered retro? Yeah. See, I didn't... I guess all of, like, the consoles that were around when I was a kid, I didn't have. I had the ones that were, like, before that, so... I only got to play the like, current stuff if I went to someone else's house. Really? So I was kind of used to stuff being older anyway. Because we had, like, a SNES. Like, a SNES and a PS1. And that was it. And then none of like the newest stuff. I guess I did get a Nintendo DS though when that came out. I guess those are retro now too, right? I was thinking about that as well because you ever like turned up to something that you enjoy? And you're like, oh, I'm pretty late getting into this. And then years later, you're like, oh, I was kind of early, actually. Now that time has gone by. Okay, that one looks a lot better. That one looks kind of good. It's not, like, accurate to the reference, but it's okay. How round does a back have to be a background? I don't know. I'm liking this one a lot better though. If I like squint at it, it kind of reads a little bit better. It's these like corner lines that need to catch. Some sort of weird lag. We had it up to the SNES, but all bootleg consoles with these cartridges and all the games. And towards the end of the PS2 era, it was, it's like the country port up. Huh. That's interesting. That makes me think of like game releases and movie releases where there used to be lag with things coming to the UK, but I don't think there is anymore. They will just release stuff like worldwide at the same time. Gen behind for a while. Huh. Interesting. Oh my god, what did we have as well? We had something with, like, floppy disks. I can't remember what it was, but we had something with floppy disks that had games on them. That was, like, old. I don't remember. I remember playing Lemmings on it, though. Don't copy that floppy. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit closer. with the way I'm drawing this one. I think drawing the same building at different angles is helping me. So satisfying about a floppy clicking into place, yeah. I just realized the save button on clip is not a floppy disk. That's really weird. It's not a floppy disk. It's a little... It's like a box with an arrow pointing down. I guess like a hard drive. That's really strange. I've never paid attention to that. I was thinking about the... the one meme where someone's like, my student asked me why the save button is a vending machine with a can. Okay, I might need to go in a second. Let me zoom out on that one. Yeah, looks kind of worse when I zoom out, but I see that it's improving a little bit. I think I've spent too long on that one as well, just like fighting with it. Sorry, the hiccups. I kind of need a drink. And I need to go and set up. I need to go and set up magma, actually. That's what I need to do. Gotta go and do some stuff, chatting. Didn't notice since it's just Control S, but I'm already mad about that, yeah. I only ever mash the Control S buttons, I never click it, but yeah, they've changed it at some point. Anyway, there's a few of those. There's a few of those, chat. Should we see who we can raid? One market meeting where we wanted to burn CDs and give them out. She actually stopped the meeting to ask if the CDs were burned. How would people be able to use them? Oh my god. Oh no. Being a younger influencer? Oh. I hate it. Okay, who's doing it? Is anyone drawing? Nobody's drawing. Why is no one drawing? Streaming. You go into the Nut Hut again for the memes, chat. Go to the Nut Hut. Relegated to the Nut Hut. Have a good one, chat. I will be back later. Hang on. I'll be back later on a Patreon. If it'll let me. Wait. I'm already raiding. Oh, okay. I think I mussed it up. Okay, I'll be back over there later. Time for coming to the stream, chat. I will see you another day. Bye.